we back. All right, y'all. So I saw this going around on Reddit, man. I thought we'd see what it's talking about, man. Let's check it out.
This is Frisco, Texas, a once quiet farm town turned home to one of the largest and fastest growing Indian communities in America.
Hold on, Frisco, Texas. Let me see how far away that is. Yeah, I know right now I'm in Texas. Let me see how far away that is. Four hours away, Chad. 4 hours away from me.
Where are you from?
India.
From India?
I'm from India.
South India.
I'm an H1B.
I'm into IT.
Motherland India or Texas, USA?
Obviously, motherland India.
Obviously.
Obviously, motherland India.
As the Indian population exploded from 3% to 33% of the population since the year 2000, many Texans are outraged, declaring there has been an Indian invasion. But how are all these Indians coming to Texas? And is Frisco the only town in Texas where Indians are seemingly spawning out of thin air? I pulled up to the Frisco Town Hall meeting to witness the clash of heritage Texans and their new Indian neighbors. We need more or less H-1B people here?
We need a lot less.
Why?
I got laid.
Yo, for y'all who are wondering, H-1Bs are like work visas. My job, we have a department of developers who a lot of them are H-1B visas. It's just to work over here in the United States.
Off 20 years ago, I worked in IT. I have 2 master's degree. I was making over $100,000 a year. They said, you're too expensive, we're going to hire Indian. But I haven't been able to find a job in IT since, and it's really sad.
And you know what? I don't have another home in India. I don't have another home.
I can already tell, bro, he about to be a trip, man. See that shit right there, man? Don't give a damn who are you fan, man. Here's what it is.
Home in Bangladesh. I don't have another home. I can't move to Somalia. I won't be able to live there. I'll die. This is my home.
Somalia
the
ain't
devil would say,
India,
well,
man.
you're racist. That's racist. According to the devil's dictionary definition of the term, I am racist.
There's been a takeover in Frisco of the Indian population and a lot of concerned citizens, and I'm leading the way asking questions. And I made this because corporations own Frisco. I'm a lifelong Texan turned T-Mobile whistleblower. I started talking about H-1B because T-Mobile uses H-1B to employ foreigners while they're laying off Americans right down the street. You know, the Indian population in Frisco has exploded 33% of the population over the past 20 years, a 4,510% increase. And you know, there might be a lot of people here that are coming here legally, but there also seems to be some red flags with the H-1B visa program. And the question is, are Indian people using that to bring people over?
So you're telling me Frisco's turning into Little Mumbai at this rate?
That's what people like to call it these days.
I'm America first. I'm pro-American.
USA.
Yeah.
USA.
I think it's a good sign. People whoever has done the fraud, they should be brought to the justice. And I'm now running for the Justice of Peace in Texas.
Justice of Peace?
Yes.
What's your name?
Martin Padetti.
Martin Preti.
Yeah. I want everybody enjoy the life, but at the end of the day, we want to do it right.
My beef isn't with the Indian people. It's with the system that are allowing them to do what we are experiencing here.
Is there sufficient talent in America? Do we need infinite H-1Bs, so to speak?
We do have enough talent in America. We strongly believe because the Americans landed on the moon when all of these H1 was even born.
To be fair, we did borrow a few Germans.
You see, we got a lot of natural citizens also became Americans, right? So they also getting laid off.
Do you think there should be a strong limitation?
Hey, you know what, gang? Like I was just telling y'all, man, bro, I can damn near guarantee you, bro, that most of these motherfuckers here on this H-1B visas, bro, is probably working in fucking IT, gang. Take it from a motherfucker who works in cybersecurity, bro. Like I told you, man, we got whole departments at my current job now that are on H-1Bs, bro. So I think that's happening worldwide. Well, not worldwide, probably nationally. And I've worked, man. I worked in the government, federal government. I worked for the DOD. I've worked for healthcare. I've worked for now transportation. construction, bro. I've worked for a few different types of industries. However, doing the same thing, tech work, and yeah, bro. Everywhere I've been, man, I've seen, you know, that H1B setup, bro, and it's like, it's a thing, man. Like why pay someone, a high salary when you can, even if they don't even know the full parameters of the job, right? Why pay someone full price when you can pay someone a quarter or half of the price, to just act like they know what they're doing. Like they may not even know, have the fully qualified skills, but they're cheaper, man. So, a lot of companies are willing to take that risk.
On the number of H-1Bs?
I am advocate for the
H-1Bs.
limiting the H-1Bs. India is a great country. We respect pluralism, and most of Indians, they enjoy the American part of the American society. And I know you guys like the Indian food a lot too, right?
This is true. I do enjoy tikka masala.
Yeah.
What type of dance was that shit? Man, they don't care about no rhythm, that's for sure.
If we turn away from God and the Word of God, if we worship these Indians, these Somalis, if we just give everything.
Oh, fucking Somalia is not in fucking India, gang. It's in East Africa. What the fuck is he talking about, man? Man, these dudes be wildin', man.
Thing to them, willing to cut your own throat, will die.
Yeah. H-1Bs are the scapegoats. The employers, those are the people who have to investigate it. Even in one of my friends told in Dallas, most of Indians, they'll follow the practice, the caste. If you're not in the same caste, they will let you go. It happened in Dallas.
So casteism is happening here in Texas.
Yes, absolutely.
I have my heart for all immigrant people, but man, we got to do it the right way.
I want to ask you, infinite legal immigration, though, will still alter the fabric of any place, right?
Correct.
Would you be a proponent of infinite legal immigration?
Don't understand it quite what you're saying, but yes, I mean, if it's done legal, if it's done the right way, yes, because to what I've seen, countries have been blessed when immigration is involved. When you got different kinds of groups involved, doing it the right way, following the rule of law, I think it's a good thing.
But if the law has allowed Frisco's Indian population to go from less than 2% to almost 20% Indian in the last 20 years, turning Frisco into a majority-minority city, is the intent of these work visas bringing Indians to America to support our labor force or to replace it altogether?
To the flag of the United States of America.
This is insurrection. This is the overthrow of the United States government, which is why 20 million people walked across that border. I can't go to Somalia and live, or Mexico.
Crazy, guy. Hey, bro, will somebody tell this motherfucker Somalia is not in fucking India, bro? They don't even look Indian.
This is my home, America. The H-1B visas, we don't need them. Not right now. Someday, but not now.
And now, as of late 2025, T-Mobile USA.
Hey, man, shout out to Tyler Oliveira, man. This is some great journalism, man. Like, he has a lot of good videos, man. I got to put his channel down in the comments. In the description, because, yeah, he puts out a lot of good content, man. He puts out content that just makes you think.
They opened a global technology hub in Hyderabad, India that employs thousands of Indians while they're laying off Texans and Americans. They've even sent Americans to go train these Indians in India. T-Mobile USA could have easily opened up this technology hub in the United States of America, and they could have ran.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, gang? T-Mobile. Technology, bro. I'm telling you. Take it from somebody who's in that motherfucker right now, bro.
Out of one of the two Frisco offices on Warren Parkway. On top of that, T-Mobile spent $81.5 million on salaries for H-1B employees in the United States in 2025. All salaries that could have went to Americans. Is it a coincidence that T-Mobile has a new Indian CEO as of November last year? Probably not.
We are the entrepreneurs, high-skilled professionals, fueling the tech and medical corridors that make our Collin County a national leader. In Frisco, you will find us serving in our churches, seeking peace in our temples, practicing charity at our mosques. We are guided by timeless wisdom that transcends borders.
Indian Americans play a crucial role in Frisco's growth. Many work in high-demand fields such as technology, healthcare, engineering, finance, and entrepreneurship.
My name is Shri. My name is Ardav. My name is Siddharth. Hi, my name is Mathila.
Hi, my name is Anvika.
Indian Americans make up 1.6% of the population, but are responsible for $200 billion in taxes, have the lowest crime rate. And over the last couple of years, we've seen some of the greatest polarizations in the history of America. People are upset. The American dream is alive and well here, and it's not because the streets are paved with gold, it's paved with the ingots of possibilities.
Every person in this room right now, their ancestors have come from a different country, a different continent. Despite these positive contributions, Indian Americans sometimes face discrimination or hate.
I urge the council and the residents.
You know, it's fucked up shit. Man, I'm a little jealous of that little nigga, man. He got more goddamn facial hair than me, man. I'm probably like number like 15, man. Ain't that a bitch?
To reject such a rhetoric that divides residents based on what or where they came from.
Let me be clear here. There has been no credible evidence presented to any widespread H-1B visa fraud in this city. Today, many Indian families are living in fear.
Replace it with reality. Unqualified Indian and Muslim workers scamming Americans out of jobs, stealing tax dollars, and destroying our nation in Texas. And the funniest part, if these were truly high-skilled Germans or Poles, we'd welcome the net positive. Instead, we get low-quality scammers with fake degrees, abusing our systems meant for generations.
Hey, man, they going crazy at the conference, man. Dang.
Americans. And America is an idea. It lives in the hearts of all of us, the 243,000 residents of Frisco, and I say this with love. Thank you all for being here.
He said America is an idea. Do you agree with that?
I think it's more than an idea. And I made sure that, he made a point that the Indian population in America is 1.6%. Well, in the city that he's running city council, it's 33%. So it's pretty obvious that there's a problem going on here.
Let's say we have infinite legal immigration. Is it better than illegal immigration?
It's funny because we've almost been tricked. We've been marketed this thing where we believe it is good to import people for jobs that we can't sufficiently do. We built the jobs. You're telling the people who built the jobs we can't do the jobs. Yeah. So it almost sounds like a scam. Well, they threaten them with the H-1B visa and they hold that over their head because if they don't work a certain amount of hours, they won't sponsor them. So they can't threaten you with being able to go back home because your home is in America, like the United States, if you're an American citizen. So, and they can just work them to the bones.
For the first time in modern history, college student graduates are more.
So I headed into the heart of Frisco to speak to some of these elite H-1B engineers
Damn, I don't know what building that was. That shit looked like a mosque.
Imported from India to save our economy from our unqualified, lazy American labor force. There is the Karya Sidhu Hanuman Temple, the god of courage.
Ain't I good, chat?
Where are you from?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
From Karnataka.
I'm from India.
South India. Hyderabad? Are you from Hyderabad?
Yes, I am.
Really?
I'm from Chennai.
Are you here on like H-1B?
No, right now still I am my student visa.
I see, like F1.
Yeah, yesterday the H-1B results got rolled out, so I'm just waiting for my decision.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on F1. Waiting for the same results.
Are you anxious right now?
Let's hope for the best.
I work in a company, software company.
Software?
Yeah.
And are you H-1B?
Yes.
So if I get my H-1B, I can stay here for more 5 years.
What happens if you don't?
I still have my time, like almost 2 years from now.
2 more years.
So maybe I need to try for different visa or else like go back to India then.
I'm an H-1B.
H-1B. Did you come here as H-1B?
No, I studied here.
So F1, OPT, H-1B? Okay, it seems like that's the common pipeline. Come here as international student, get green card?
Then that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I did.
Have you seen the new wave of people from Telugu?
A lot of them, yeah.
A lot of them?
Yeah, lately, yeah.
How long you been in the States?
Around 10 years.
Are you on H-1B?
I graduated.
Okay.
And I'm working right now.
Okay. Are you like on F1 visa?
Yes.
I see. Why did you end up here in Frisco? Did you have friends and family here?
Yes.
Okay.
This is actually my uncle's.
Uncle's restaurant?
Yeah.
Your goal to go from F1 to OPT to H-1B?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Motherland, India or Texas, USA? You laughed at that one.
No, obviously Motherland, India.
Obviously.
Obviously Motherland, India.
My motherland is India because
Damn, all this fucking motherland India, man. Why the fuck y'all leave? know what I'm saying? India got some India got some shit to check in on, gang. Like all these motherfuckers talking about Mother India, man. Why the fuck y'all leave? Like, what is it about India that's got y'all rushing to get jobs here?
I'm born and brought there, grow here, and I'm here to serve the U.S. So I can say that the second land for me is U.S. because I'm getting here. The U.S. give me the respect, job, and the good opportunity.
I'm planning to go back to India. So
Your daughter, is she a
Oh, so he coming to hit a lick, Chad. He coming to run it up and then go back home. Shit, it is what it is. If the U.S. allows it.
citizen of the U.S.?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so you're gonna bring her back to India one day?
Definitely, yes.
Oh, that might be challenging for her. Hyderabad or Frisco, Texas more?
Hyderabad, of course.
Hyderabad, of course. Then I have to ask, why are you here in Frisco?
I had to. It feels like I'm still in my hometown.
Really?
Everybody from my hometown here
Wow. So you moved all the way from Hyderabad, thousands of miles away,
to Hyderabad.
to Hyderabad in Texas. The India Bazaar is right there. I want to see if we can find some F1 students in this 7-Eleven. And secondly, I want to see the moment I walk in there if I will be met with an Indian cashier. Hello, question for you. Are you on an F1? Are you an F1 student?
No.
Okay, are you H1B?
Yeah.
You're H1B?
Yeah.
Working here at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
India.
Where in India?
Andhra.
Angra.
Yeah.
Is that close to Hyderabad?
Yeah, I'm going to call my manager.
Okay.
So-
And do you work in IT?
Yeah, I work in IT.
Yeah. I'm working with the Walmart here as a software engineer. There.
Okay.
I'm into IT.
I work for a company.
IT?
Yeah, yes.
I knew it.
I do work for IT.
Hey, I tell you, Chad. I told you. Hey, gang, I done been in every fucking industry in tech and software, gang, and bro, you see that shit everywhere, gang. Like, hey, whole departments, gang. Like, just like most departments that you be in, they're like diverse, right? Me being black, I'm one of few typically, cause just at the stage that I'm at now. But like, you'll see like a few black, you'll see some whites, you'll see a couple Asians, and rarely do you see like any Indian workers on your team. They're typically on their own department or they're contracted out, right? Oftentimes when you're recruited, right, they have a recruitment company that tries to recruit you in and place you at different places. Like, I still get calls about that shit today. Like, for these low rate ass positions, they'll call and try to help you land a role, but then expect compensation after you get that role, right? Facilitate, I guess, the job search, but yeah, that's typically how it's going. They'll be on like a whole separate team, but it's like the whole team. It might be 15 or 20, and it's like they're all just one demographic for that team. Weird. But it is what it is.
Why do they dominate IT?
Just dominate IT because they have a master's degree in computer science. They study back in India.
Okay.
And they complete engineering, and that's how they just dominate. I'm a student.
Student right now.
Yeah.
And you work in IT?
Hey, you know what's funny, gang? Like a lot of Indians that I see in the field, like he said, they do have degrees and shit like that, but they're not qualified to work for like certain areas, right? Say for instance, like for mine, cybersecurity, right? You need certain credentials in order to work in my field. You need most times, right? Like if you go like very, very low level and just get in at the bottom floor, like a SOC or some shit like that, then that'll teach you what you need to know moving forward. But oftentimes, if you want to get in and just get somewhere decent, yeah, you're gonna need some sort of credentials outside of that degree, right? I had to do it. A lot of other people had to do it as well. And yeah, like oftentimes you'll see someone being phased out because companies can pay a lot less to just someone who knows software, although he may not know cybersecurity, may not know networking, may not know project management, stuff like that. He does know I guess the basics of IT, what a router is, what a switch is. A lot of companies will just try to get by on that, until a cyber event happens and they hacked, and then, they got to spend that lump sum because they just cheaped out on getting that expertise.
Yeah. Okay, so my question is, are you F1 visa holder? So as an F1 visa, how many hours can you work per week?
40 hours.
And is it legal to work full time on an F1 visa?
Yes.
That's a nice cheese string right there. Who would have thought? Chicken tandoori pizza before GTA 6. Well, Frisco has become Dallas's unofficial Little India.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I love that fucking chicken masala. Fire. Chicken masala so fire, bro.
You can find H-1B Indian spawn points all the way up in small Texas towns like Argyle, Texas. Okay, we're in a little Indian suburb.
I never heard of that shit before.
Near Denton, we're in Argyle, Texas. Lots of Indians. But how did they get here? And why are they in this small, semi-rural suburban town? You gotta tell me, as a Pakistani, why are there so many Indians here?
I don't know. They come on IT.
Are a lot of F1s working here?
They come on IT. Hey, gang. That's just the way, man. That's what that shit is, bro. I'm telling you. The majority, bro, are going to be fucking in IT, bro. Facts.
Illegally, right?
Illegally.
Illegally.
I don't know about that illegally shit, but yeah, they definitely gonna be in IT for sure, man. Like, yeah. Oftentimes with a company, right? Like I told you, they might be contracted out, so their company just, holds this workforce. Like, it might be software developers, it might be some other type of software engineer, yeah, stuff like that. And then some managers. So, yeah.
Dreaming of a custom home that's exactly how you want it? At America's Home Place, we've been building homes your way.
I knew it.
They don't even pay right amount for these people,
How much?
They work hours and hours. They pay low here.
They pay low here. Should I expose them? Hello. Who's the manager here? Is there a manager here? Are you the manager? Are you the manager?
You have a permission.
Yeah, I have permission. I'm here to ask you, are you paying F1 students illegal rates?
No students here.
No?
Everybody has a work.
You have paperwork?
Yes.
Yeah, you pay them legal rates? Are you sure?
Yes, sure.
Do you own the store?
I'm the manager, right?
What visa are you on?
I'm on a work visa.
On a work visa. H-1B?
I have a work visa. I don't want to reveal.
I was told on good authority there may be some F1 employees here being paid under the table illegal rates. That's what I'm asking you. Is that true or false?
Sir, this is a busy time.
Is it true
so
or is it
we
false?
can talk outside.
Where are you from?
I'm from India. Hyderabad.
I'm from India. Hyderabad. I'm from Hyderabad.
Is that Hyderabad?
Yeah. In India.
Okay, Hyderabad?
In the same state, but in a different city.
What visa are you on?
Damn, nigga, I might be from goddamn Hyderabad, man. Hey, Hyderabad got to see what's going on, man. Why are these motherfuckers leaving? Hey, gang, they getting the fuck up out of Hyderabad, man. I'm going to have to look up and see if I can find a video on Hyderabad, man, because it's got to be a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? If everybody love Hyderabad so much, man, why is everybody just ready to dip? That's just like, nigga, if I was from fucking Africa and then I decided to get a work visa in the US, like, man, what the fuck is wrong with where I'm at? You know what I'm saying? That's just like me wanting to go to fucking, I don't know, Scotland and work in Scotland. Like, what the fuck is wrong with the US? But it is what it is.
An F1 student?
Yeah.
And what do you study?
Computer science.
I'm on green card.
Do I need to specify that?
Yes, if you could. Oh, you don't want to? Why?
That's my wish.
I see. I imagine you're on not an F1 if you're working, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm a TN visa. I'm permanent.
Okay, so your green card.
Yeah.
Would you prefer India or USA?
US is good. Why not
Okay.
US? That's why I'm here.
Is your wife here?
No, yes, here. But yeah,
Is she also on a visa?
no, she's not. She's in the same green card with me.
Same green
Yeah.
card. And do you have kids?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And are they here?
Yes, they are here. They're going to school.
Okay,
Everything is
so-
good. They're born and raised here. Everything is good.
Oh, born and raised here?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you working?
Software.
Engineer? Software.
Software engineer. Did you get a college education in India or the USA?
That shit must be the plug. Nigga, software engineer. Hey. That shit must be the sauce. No wonder Indians have the biggest take-home pay of all cultures in America, gang. Look that shit up, man. Somebody told me that shit, man. I thought I was fucking hearing shit, man. I looked that shit up, man. Yeah. Yeah, gang. Lo and behold, man, Indians bringing home that fucking bacon, bro. You know, I thought it was like, business and entrepreneur. No, motherfucker, no. No, they getting that IT money.
India.
Yeah, I work in IT.
IT? Why are Indians so good at software engineering?
That takes a lot of math,
Brainpower?
physics.
I came here on F1, but then I converted to H1. And
So you came on F1 and then graduated to H1?
Yeah,
How hard was that process?
it was cool actually.
I'm from Canada.
You're from Canada?
Yeah.
So you came from India to Canada to Texas?
Yes.
Most people who come here on an F1 have the intention to get an H1?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you think that's fraudulent?
no,
No.
because it is valid that you can convert from H1 to H1. That is the reason most of the people come here.
But isn't F1 just for people who are coming here to study and not to work?
Yes,
So
that
do you think it's a bit of a fraud to come here to study and then end up...
people go back too.
Did you go back before you got the H1?
No.
Okay, so you came here on F1
Yes.
and now you're...
TN.
Are they getting paid legal minimum wage in Texas?
Here no F1 students working.
No
Here
F1
all-
students?
These all have work permits. We have all work
On
permit
OPT?
students. Sorry?
F1, H1B, O1?
I have a work authorization.
I know you
My
do.
employers have all work authorizations.
So you're not employing any F1 students? On the record, yes or no?
No.
You promise me?
Yes.
You would swear to God?
Yes.
Swear on your mother's name?
Why you are asking like that questions?
Obviously, the H1B is a non-immigrant visa. When will you be going back to India?
We are thinking to go soon, but we are not sure what
Okay.
date.
And how have you liked Texas thus far?
It's good. I like US. I like India more. That is the reason I'm trying to go back. Basically, at the end of the day, our family is important, right? Our family is in India, so we need to go back to India.
I see. Are you married here?
Yep.
Is he also on H1B?
Yes.
So 2 H1Bs, and do you guys have children?
Yes.
Were they born and raised here?
Yes.
Do your children have Indian citizenship as well?
No.
No. Okay.
I told you, right? If you want records, to come with the legal, okay? I can.
How you gonna leave without your kids? Probably ain't leaving, gang. The kids citizens. What the fuck you gonna leave for?
Show all my employee information with the date.
Let's see.
I don't want to.
Okay, are you gonna show me the paperwork or what?
Who? For me?
Me.
No, you don't have to right to come inside.
I
okay?
just did.
You can just out.
Why don't you just show me the paperwork and I'll be on my way? Do you illegally pay F1 students? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. I hope not.
Yeah.
Hi, man.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child was sexually exploited,
Some people
abused,
might
or
think
pressured
that
to
this is
share
divisive.
explicit...
My bad.
What
Some
I
people
asked-
might think that this shit is divisive. I think it's like a learning experience, right? Like he's actually showing you what's going on in your country, right? Like, I don't believe that there's a fucking problem. Look, gang, if the U.S. allows that shit, then it's on the U.S. It ain't on me, right? I just think that this is something that needs to be, it needs to be, there needs to be a conversation around it, right? Like, a lot of people just don't know, right? Like, a lot of people got a lot of life shit going on and they don't really have time to, take a look at shit like this and, just see what's going on with the things around them. And I like that he's just bringing different topics to light just to get people to have a conversation. That's all. All right? He's not being like any, aggressive to anybody and not like, being disrespectful. He's just, bringing certain statistics to light, So, like I said, this is extreme journalism work. So, shout out to Tyler.
Him to swear on his mother's name. He poshed it up. I thought he was going to throw down. I thought I was going to get punched for the first time in my life by an Indian. So this is a meme right now. Please be patient, student driver. This is a kind of a joke, a meme online because there's so many of them. Are you a student driver?
No, I'm not.
Why do you have the student driver sticker?
No, why are you taking video?
We're doing a survey for people that have student driver stickers.
I'm not a student.
Do you have a student driver in your family?
Before I am a student driver, so I kept it. I forgot to remove it.
How old are you?
30.
I have a sticker which I put it inside.
You have a student driver sticker?
That's for my girlfriend, so.
Come on. So your girlfriend has a student driver sticker?
And she has a student driver license.
Is your girlfriend a little girl?
No.
How old is she?
She's about 30. She just started driving. She wouldn't drive, learning to drive.
I see. Did she know how to drive in India?
Yeah.
I see. So it's a difficult translation over here?
Yeah, it's left to right and all that. So probably she did her course 2 weeks ago.
Okay. It looks a little scammy almost.
Sure, yeah. Now I know that's a great thing. I'll remove that.
Is that your sticker?
Yes.
It is? Yes. Are you a student driver?
No.
Why do you have that sticker?
My kid sometimes drives
I see. But if so many of these highly specialized H-1B Indians first came to America to study at our colleges and then stayed here until they got an H-1B visa to work, then why exactly aren't American students educated in the same schools qualified to work the jobs we've been told we need these Indians for? Are Indians somehow vastly more overqualified than
Hell no, man. Like I told you, man, it's all about that money, man. These companies ain't trying to pay a motherfucker. Bruh, just think about it. We work hard as fuck, get these degrees. Then, if you're working in like a certain sector of tech, you still have to go get further education, right? I.e. a certificate, fucking, like license, whatever the fuck it is you need for whatever you're trying to do. Still got to get that. That shit costs money. None of that shit is free. So after that, man, motherfucker is going to warrant a certain salary for, whatever type of role it is he's trying to go after. But, if you can get somebody who knows some of IT and maybe not that particular thing, some of it, you could pay him, a fraction. Shit, why not? And then he's going to be a part of a company that's also going to want to be paid to bring talent to, it's almost like sourcing talent, right? So not only is he going to be paid for working, his company is going to also be paid for being the liaison or being the source to the worker. So it's like double dipping at the same company. It's kind of smart, man, to be honest.
Every other nationality on the planet and therefore receive 70% of America's H-1B visas? I met up with Mavash Siddiqui, a U.S. Foreign Service officer with 21 years of experience in national security and foreign policy, who worked as a visa officer at the U.S. consulate in India to understand what's going on here.
I'm not representing the US government. I'm not representing any other entity. It is just me, myself, and I speaking from my personal experience as a consular officer in India, which was 20 years ago. So an H-1B visa is a guest worker visa. It's a temporary status visa. You abide by the laws of the United States as a non-immigrant, and then your permanent residence needs to be in India, so you have to return back. When I served in India, my job was initially to basically focus on what is known as non-immigrant visas, that it is a travel document which is meant for temporary visitors. What I saw in terms of industrialized fraud was there was systemic corruption and fraud happening because everybody and their mother wanted to go to the United States. In that jurisdiction of Chennai, we were mainly seeing a lot of fraud patterns come from Telangana, the Telugu community, and really ravenous hunger amongst the 16 to 45 years of age people to basically use the visa loophole in order to cut the line and actually emigrate to the US. So the intent was to come to the US, work here, find an avaricious lawyer, go to the Department of Homeland Security, you change your status from like a visitor visa to a permanent residence. This hunger and craving that I saw created this systemic, massive ecosystem of fraud. For instance, when I went as part of the fraud management unit to this place called Hyderabad, there is a huge back industry.
That Hyderabad shit again, man. Shit, I need to check my goddamn shit, nigga. I might be from Hyderabad. Everybody from Hyderabad, man.
Called Amir.
You might be from fucking Hyderabad.
There's a visa industry where you have storefronts after storefronts focused on basically creating fraudulent documents. So a lot of F1 students, I'll give you an example. There were 400 of them and they all had the same bank documents, but they had the guts to present these documents, which basically were fake transcripts, fake bank statements, and also, fake degree certificates or high school diplomas, etc. So it was industrialized in the sense there were factories, and they also had these storefronts saying green card would be possible within 6 months, kind of thing. We were just so overwhelmed that there was this pressure to issue, right?
And where was this pressure coming from?
The U.S. Embassy in Delhi had obviously a political appointee ambassador. This is during the George W. Bush days. And then we had obviously the consul general. But there were politicians who were pressuring, whether from the South India arena or from Delhi itself, saying, you need to issue visas in order to make a better, stronger bilateral relationship happen. Even if that individual is not qualified, at one point we had this ludicrous pressure to say, if that person is not a terrorist, go ahead and issue thing. And so we started the system in Chennai to revoke H-1B visas where we saw a lot of fraud happen. The United States spits out 150,000 people a year. Amongst 800,000 students, you have 100,000 who've gone through this rigorous computer science coursework, and then they're told they don't have an opportunity to work in our industry. But then you have these Indian H-1Bs come in with just a Microsoft certification. Some even had the guts to present us with graphic designing, which is very different from, taking C, C++, assembly language, SQL, third degree calculus. That's very different. So it's just interesting how we had a very hard time revoking these, because it's not like a simple revocation. It's a bit of a uphill battle for a public servant or a consular officer to revoke those, where the burden of proof falls on me. After a long, grueling day of interviewing 200 people, you have a stack of these H-1B revocations that you have to type up and send to the Department of Homeland Security and say, this is why we suspect fraud, which means, you're providing pictures and documents and a narrative and et cetera. We don't have that luxury of time. So I saw the cracks and I warned people.
Are these H-1B visa holders superior to Americans in every way imaginable?
Absolutely not in screaming letters, NOT. So that's the halo effect that they have benefited from, essentially.
Facts, nigga. I be at work sometimes, man. Motherfucker asked me a question, man. Dude may be a senior level software engineer. This motherfucker asking me questions about Azure tenants and shit like that, how to set up databases and shit like that within our Microsoft suite. And I'm just like, bruh, your fucking role higher than mine, nigga. Why you asking me this dumbass shit? You know what I'm saying? Like it be like it, gang. You just gotta roll with it, man. It is what it is.
Because of, the Indian lobby, everyone's benefiting in this whole system, right? There's kickbacks that everyone gets. The visa back industry is there. So people have created this narrative. It's almost like information operations against the United States, right? Where
we are somehow inferior to the labor supply in India. Exactly. And I say India because 70% of the H-1Bs are coming from India.
Exactly, right? And there is a visa category that they could leverage called the O1 visa, if they were indeed those, super geeks or very smart people. But these are not exemplary individuals. These are run-of-the-mill people. But when they come here between the 16 to 45 years of age, and the ones who have basically taken the F1 visa route, and then they get sashayed into the OPT program, and then they get preferential treatment by...
Damn, Chad, they made it to YouTube. The method is on YouTube, man. Hey, how to come over this motherfucking turn up. Enhance your life in the States.
The Silicon Valley managers.
I bet the method all on fucking Reddit. Probably 4chan, probably every goddamn where by now, man. The method.
And the various IT industry managers who are basically get seated in the H-1B managerial role. They would prefer their own Indian people, because it's not about necessarily, because the Indians are the best and the brightest. Bribery is quite normalized. The sad part is that I saw a lot of H-1Bs as well as J-1s, especially physicians and others, who have bought their seats into medical school. And you have 40% percentile on your score sheet. You're basically an F student, but you can get ahead. That sort of stuff does not jive with our values. Our values are very different. Any minority American would have a worse chance to get into any of these big IT companies because the value system is different, where the H-1B manager would expect that these people that he's bringing in, whether he or she are bringing in, the idea is to get a cut from their salaries. It's almost like a pyramid scheme. It's like a kickback scheme.
Didn't I tell you, Chad? I told you double dipping. Shit, I'm going to pay you, man, I'm going to pay you $230,000. The company that sourced you might get 40, 50, right? You still making bank. Right? They may require even more, depending on the company, but yeah, they still making bank. You still making bank. Right? Yeah, man, win-win.
It's like pay skimming, for instance. So nice quid pro quo system, and everyone's happy. No one outs the other. And that basically the IT manager does know that if he or she gets outed, then this person will lose their job. So it's kind of like an honor among thieves. So today I don't know what things look like, but I'm aware, from a lot of my colleagues.
You do know what things look like. You just fucking said it. What you just said is still going on, guy. Facts.
Are currently working that fraud has ballooned. So then you have religious workers being invited on an H-1B. You have accountants being invited on an H-1B. These are not specialized skills. Teachers being invited. Our colleges and universities create these wonderful, best and brightest computer scientists and computer programmers and engineers. After a 4-year college degree, we go through rigorous training. That holistic training that happens in the United States far supersedes what you find amongst the H-1B cloud.
And out of all the 50,000 plus visa applications, how many of those were legitimate?
There were, easily between 70 to 80%. That was my denial rate. And we created that gold rush.
One example of how H-1B Indians are used to suppress American wages, it all starts with this guy who needs some more cheap labor. To avoid the headache and cost of hiring an American, he outsources the job to an IT staffing company. This IT staffing company claims to have an army of high-skilled H-1Bs to fulfill the contract, all at a cheaper cost. And most of the time, these IT staffing companies will rent an office like the empty ones you're about to see, put that address on their H-1B's employees' paperwork, basically telling the government, don't worry, here's the office where he'll be working. But the reality is the IT staffing company won't use that office for anything and will send the H-1B employee directly to the client's worksite. The client gets cheaper labor without the responsibility of sponsoring the H-1B. The H-1B makes great money compared
Hey, chat, ain't it funny how I could recognize the game before I even said it? Sure, hell, ain't it?
What they'd make in India, they can work towards getting a green card in the US, and most importantly, they don't have to live in India. All while the IT staffing company collects the spread between what they underpay their H-1B employee and what the client pays them. It's a win-win-win for everyone but the American worker.
India number one.
Now let's go investigate the...
I told you, bro. That shit double dipping, bro. It's a method, right? It's a play. It's fucked up, but it's still a play, right? You can hire us to go get you subpar talent, or you know, sometimes good talent depending on who it is, and you pay us for that, and then we take a cut from them. So it's double dipping because you got to pay them too. So yeah, man, we double dip. We get paid twice. And then I'm finna fill out your whole fucking team. Don't worry about networking. Don't worry about help desk. Don't worry about fucking desktop. Don't worry about security. I got your whole fucking, don't worry about developers. I got your whole fucking IT, sector. Don't worry about it. It's all on us.
These genius Indian IT staffing companies littered all over Texas. But real quick, I just made $100 by playing games on my phone. And no, it's not too good to be true. Let me show you. Free Cash is a free platform where you can actually earn money by playing mobile games, doing quick surveys, and more. And they've got a 4.8 star rating on Trustpilot, so you know it's legit. Here's how it works. You pick a game offer and start playing. Boom! My free cash balance just went up. And you can win more money by completing different challenges within each game. Challenges can be as easy as playing the game for up to 2 minutes and the cash rewards go up and up. I just made $10 for downloading Solitaire Cash on my phone. Just make sure you have app tracking turned on so you actually get rewarded. And you can cash out with PayPal, crypto, or even Amazon gift cards. To get started today, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen and you'll get a $5 bonus just for starting your first offer. It won't replace your day job, but if you're gonna play games on your phone, you might as well get paid for it. Thanks, Free Cash. Back to the video. There is a single company, Qubits Tech Systems LLC, with 8 LCAs, all from this residential home. Bunch of software developers here making $51 an hour.
Yeah, this seems legit.
I told you, Chad, they running it the fuck up, gang. Just think about that, man. They all making $51 an hour, bro, working 40 hours a week. You do the math. And then on top of that, the company is being paid by sourcing these dudes, right? Double dipping. They fucking killing the game. That's how you get to them being the highest paid, you know what I'm saying, culture, bro. Double dip.
Hi there, worksite inspection.
Hey, who is this?
Hi there, this is Tyler. I'm here to conduct a worksite inspection. Am I speaking to Hari Madiraju?
It's not.
Huh? Sorry, you cut off there.
So I am not at home, so what is this? I am in the office. Who is this speaking?
Is there another worksite that you're working from?
Yeah, 4425 West Airport.
West Airport? Okay, so there's no one working from the residential address here?
Why do they work for where is your home?
Excuse me?
Where is your home? Do you live in your home or do you live in your toilet or somewhere?
No, I don't live in my toilet, sir. So I'm only asking because the LCAs state that this is the address. Is that not the case?
No.
So you don't...
Go to my workspace. Are you from government?
No, I'm not from the government. I'm conducting an independent investigation.
If you are not for government...
Yes?
Work right now, I don't have any people, but you can go to the workplace and work there.
All right. We'll take a look at your office. Thank you. Some attitude.
Yeah.
But why would this guy file 8 LCAs with the worksite listed as his residential home? So we went to his office only to find a collaborative worksite and his completely empty unit. No one in their office. Hari Madiraju finessed us. Let's give him a phone call.
Please leave your message for 214.
You son of a bitch. And strangely enough, many of these ghost offices were often clustered in the same locations, starting with V4 Tech. V4 Tech, very official. Okay, take a look inside. We see
some sort of Eastern monk-like statue right there. We have an empty little meeting room in the back here. It's almost like no one's here.
Who would pay thousands of dollars a month to rent an office with no signs of human life, locked during work hours in the middle of the work week, with no employees in sight?
Motherfuckers getting paid a guap, nigga, to work remote. That's who. They don't give a fuck about that office, nigga. You making $50, $60 an hour? Fuck that office. Nigga work from the crib, nigga. It's IT.
Question for you. Do you know where they're at? Your neighbors?
No idea.
No idea? Okay, thanks so much.
It costs money to rent this place. And it's during business hours, during the week.
It's a ghost office, a shell. They have paper compliance. They have the physical location. They can register their...
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Bro, they're double dipping.
And then they can send them off to go work
company,
elsewhere.
gang.
So V4 Tech Inc., completely empty. They should...
Why would they care about some weak ass, probably $1,200 a month or, some shit like that? That don't look like no big ass office. Probably no more than $2,000 a month office, nigga. And they making fucking, $50 per fucking employee. If they got 12 employees and they dipping into them, they dipping 30%. Plus they're getting paid to source the talent to the job. Come on, gang. They running it up. They running it up, man.
Be here. Someone should be here. 420. This is going to be a good one.
And there were more ghost offices all over this complex.
All right, we got no sign on this one. Hello? Hello? They ever show up here? Yeah. I just want to ask you, do you guys actually have neighbors? Does anyone ever show up?
That's a great question.
It's a good question, right?
Great question. Why are you asking this question?
Because we're convinced that this is a body shop. They have paper compliance, and no one actually works out of here. There's
Got
like
it.
9 separate units in this business complex. No one's here. These
Are you
ghost
ready?
offices. I'm ready. Yeah.
Is that on?
It's on. We're ready.
Good. He is thinking correctly. You are thinking correctly.
NG Talent Tech Group LLC, based in this office, filed 23 LCAs, and there wasn't a soul in their unit. Everything was empty.
Hello?
Hello?
Knock, knock.
This one didn't even have a sign on the door.
Talenton Technologies claims to have 6 H-1Bs. No one's here. In-office presence on the following days. Tuesday and Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Where were our elite Indian engineers and programmers holding the American economy on their shoulders?
Hey, man, this dude's fucking commentary is crazy, gang. Crazy, bro. Now, I can see how some of this commentary can be offensive, but, man, bro, wow.
We have DevApps IT. This is the best looking one thus far. We have 11 H-1Bs. No one's here. Hello. Hey, do you know if your neighbor's here?
I hardly see anybody over there now.
We think they might be running a body shop.
Oh, here in Frisco?
Yeah.
I get it.
What do you think?
I wouldn't be surprised. Last time I saw somebody here was probably 4 months ago.
4 months ago? That's crazy. Were they Indians?
Yeah.
They appear to be body shops. Basically, all I'm asking is, are there revolving doors of empty office complexes with a bunch of
And
Indians?
there's revolving people.
Revolving
So
people,
we're-
different people.
We're in this unit here.
Okay.
The one next to us.
Okay.
People show up about every...
So you see a new group of people coming in and out of there?
And most of the time it's empty.
It's empty.
Like probably 11 months out of the year.
If you found out there were 10 bodies,
Damn, 11 months out of the year, they'll never come out. God damn. Well, hey, man, hey. That's the method, man. You get some stupid-ass company, man, to pay for all that shit. Hey, man, work from the crib, man. Shit, take care of your peoples, man. Hey, run it up. Shit, to be honest, man, I can't knock it, man. Hey, look, so my thing is this, right? I don't know if dude is, like, biased or anything. I really don't fucking care. I don't really care at all because my country allows it. So, whatever the fucking states does is whatever the fucking states does. If they have, intelligence and shit like that to find out where motherfuckers is hiding, why can't they find out if motherfuckers is committing fraud, right? It just seems like lazy government work, if they even care, right? I don't know if they care, but hey, it is what it is, man. But I do think that, stuff like this is insightful to see, right? Because it's happening, right? And like, people might wonder, like, hey, man, why can't I get these jobs? Especially in my field, gang. the last 4 or 5 years, bro, it's been brutal. It's been brutal, gang. It's been brutal trying to get a fucking job. I mean, I got a cousin, man. She been trying to get a job, man, in this field for like, man, maybe like 3 years now, gang. 3 years. And it's just like, I get it. Just look at what she's going up against. Somebody who's going to take less pay. Or perhaps more pay, but the company's sourcing out your whole fucking team. So you don't have to, do all those fucking ads in the paper. In the paper, online, on Indeed and fucking LinkedIn. All that shit right there costs. So you ain't got to go through all that shit. You ain't got to go through all the, like, interview process and shit like that. There was no interview process for any of the devs that at my companies, bro. Like, at my current company and my last one at the hospital, no fucking interview process, nigga. I don't know if they had it probably with their company prior to, like, being brought on. But with my company, no. They onboarded, because remember, I'm security, so I do access. They onboarded, I get the case, I assign the access, and then they get to it. So, yeah, man.
Body shops running out of this complex.
And you know what's funny? It's like, okay, so they hire these engineers, right? Companies are starting to get smarter. So remember, they're trying to cut back a lot of the cost of the labor force, right? So that's why you see a lot of like layoffs and shit like that now. But they're asking these engineers to work and improve AI so that eventually AI can take over the workload that they would typically hire the engineers for, right? So that's going to be the next phase, right? When you start seeing them laying off all these dev teams and all of those shit, that's going to be a sad day. But shit, it might fuck around and find some of them that can do security, these AI things. But yeah, man, that's the next phase of it, bro. AI, right? You only got to pay one subscription for AI shit. AI do all that shit for you, all the programs you want. Right, you tell it what you want, that shit'll code it out for you, debug the code, fucking run the code in the practice mode, run that shit into the dev environment, man.
11 months out of the year.
We're years away from that too, so that's why I say, man, like if you can get you some decent money, man, find a way to invest that shit, cause like, bro, dealing with this sector here, it's not guaranteed.
You found out there were 10 body shops running out of this complex. What would your thoughts be?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It just, the way that things are here in America right now, it just it wouldn't surprise me. Like,
you think we're cooked?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It doesn't seem like Abbott really cares that much. Like, he's probably getting paid himself, so our whole government's cooked.
But to my surprise, we finally found an office with an Indian inside. But the sign they had hanging in their office listed a different company than what they had filed under.
Is this Grand IT LLC? You guys work here?
Yeah.
This is a body shop?
No, it's IT service.
You guys are a staffing company?
Yeah, IT staffing.
Sweet. What's your name?
Yes, this motherfucker's at a body shop. That's crazy.
Sachil? Tyler. Good to meet you.
Tyler, what's the name of this place?
Grand IT LLC, right?
He's definitely the manager, y'all. Check his drip, right? Prada on and shit like that. I think I just saw like in the peripherals like a fucking Range Rover or some kind of SUV. If it is a Range, that shit expensive. He's the manager. He getting the bag. Like bag. They probably getting the bag, but he's getting bag.
And at LLC, and this is one more.
Wait, what's this?
Software deal.
So you guys share offices or what?
Just think about it. I just thought of another method. Bro, he could be, so that right there could be a parent company, right? Say, for instance, I got 2, 3, 4 smaller companies, under me. I can liaison work with multiple companies under my different LLCs, and that just be the parent company. So I can finesse Apple, Microsoft, and fucking Oracle all at one time. Get 3 salaries, hire engineers, bring on engineers, right? Let them do the exact same thing. So we tripling our income. But he is six times in his income, because remember, he's going to get paid from the company and from the employee. It's a cold game, nigga. I know somebody's smart enough to run that method. It's cold game.
No. Like,
So are you guys Grand IT or Executive
both.
Software?
We have both companies.
Both, okay.
See, both companies. One company is under the other LLC, IT Grand, whatever that shit is, and then another company is under that shit right there. But it's the same guy, right? He might have the same employees. He hired the same employees for each different company. He gets on at Microsoft, bam, hires all his employees to Microsoft. Next they go to fucking Oracle, right? He gets on at Oracle. Oh, we're finna fill out your whole IT staff. Hire my engineers again for Oracle, right? And the same thing with another company, gang. It's that's the bag. Bag.
And you're not a scammer.
Who was Executive Software Guild Inc. and who is this Prada-dripped Indian? Where were the other employees?
What do we got? We got a brand new TV right here.
Yeah, it's a brand new TV. It's like a regular meeting area.
Okay. And how many people work here?
6 people.
Okay. What are their names?
So, I mean, we have multiple people changing. We have Vishnu, we have Madhavi, we have Hari. They are working directly from the client area.
And tell me some of the clients where the H-1Bs get staffed at. Are we talking like Verizon, like Deloitte? Who do we got?
We work for multiple clients. We work for USAA. We also work for Verizon.
So I gotta ask, why would anyone print out LCAs and pin them on the wall?
I mean, if someone like a ICE department, we can just show them directly. If they come for any verification of the candidate, we can show them, we are doing the certification or.
And we have software developer. We have, who's this guy? What does he do?
Vishnu.
Your customers expect a seamless and engaging digital experience. And if you fall short, poof, they're gone. But where's the problem? Too much data?
He's the owner of the company.
Okay, he owns the company.
I think that was a W method, chat. I've been thinking about this shit, man. Hey, I'm gonna have to go into business for myself. Okay. My next role, hey, man. Hey, on my job, don't see this shit. That's the method right there, gang. What I just told you, that's some real sauce, man. Real sauce.
Okay, we got another sort of empty office set up here, and I like that quote, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. It's a good point. So why is it the Maryland labor law postings up there?
I mean,
And it's like the workers' compensation in Maryland. That's what I'm trying to figure out. All the Maryland paperwork right here.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking questions, yeah.
we work for the Maryland state as well.
I see. So you guys do CPA for Maryland?
Yeah.
You guys do like accounting too?
Yeah, accounting too.
That makes sense. And you're not lying to me?
Huh?
You're not lying to me?
No.
Okay, all right.
That's the reason we have posted all these.
I see. I would just think you would post Texas labor law and postings, because we're in Texas. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
And why was there freshly unboxed furniture and appliances scattered throughout the mostly empty office? Not to mention, why was this on their wall? On our way out, I couldn't help but notice this 6-figure luxury car in the parking lot.
Oh, I gotta ask him. One last thing. Is this your Range Rover? My man, don't be humble. Give us a quick whip tour. This thing's badass. See, that's proof of the American dream right there. The American dream's real, right?
Yeah. The IT staffing.
I told you, bro. I'm telling you, he running that method, gang. He running it up. That's easy $100,000 car, gang. But shit, like you said, bro. If I'm finessing Verizon, if I'm finessing what's the fuck he say? USAA shit like that, man, them motherfuckers ain't finna do no verification. They don't care nothing about that shit, man. As long as the motherfucking website up and it work, bro. Run me my check, man. I'm already knowing what type of time it is. Bro, we goddamn it double, triple dip, man. Right? They might be running code for USAA, running code for Verizon, running code for a hospital, running code for fucking my job, your job, all at the same time. That's about 5-6 salaries. That's why they only catch goofy ass Americans double dipping and shit like that. They can't catch them because they on the motherfucking contracted out with another company. You see what I'm saying? They outsourced out. So how the fuck they gonna be able to verify that? You know, that's the method, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. That man, hey, I keep thinking about this.
Business was clearly profitable, so we went to another cluster of suspected ghost offices.
Okay, so we have Slesha IT Inc. right there. There's a guy inside. Hi there. Are you working on behalf of Slesha IT?
Yes.
Okay, hi there. My name's Tyler. We're conducting.
God damn, everybody's in IT. It ain't no accounting. It ain't no fucking HR. Ain't no, bro, they's all fucking IT.
A workplace inspection.
Okay.
Are the other 4 engineers that work here present today?
Uh-huh.
Where are they?
In each room.
Oh, in each room? Can you show me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. How are you doing today? Okay, and who is this? Hi.
This appeared to finally be the first company with actual H-1B Indians on.
Bro, look nervous in the motherfucker, man. Ain't know who the fuck is white. Who the fuck is the white boy here?
On site, working on their laptops as you might have hoped. While they are replacing American workers, I guess at the very least they're real.
Are you allowed to
Is that a fucking swastika?
be in here?
You guys let me in.
Who let you in?
He did.
But you told some workplace inspection, right?
Yeah, I'm conducting a workplace investigation
You're
on behalf
from
of
News,
owners.
right?
Correct.
Then how are you inside a private?
I just knocked on the door and you guys let me in.
And we would like you to go on.
And I'm heading out.
All right, 1300 West Walnut Hill Lane, Irving, Texas. Let's go. Finding an Indian in an office was like a needle in a haystack. And most of the time, my knocks were met with silence and a locked door. The American economy seemed faker to me by the second.
No one's here at either of the Pamela locations.
Margins for these IT staffing companies.
You know what's fucked up, man? Somebody for the government could have been doing this shit. See, this is why I'm saying I don't give a fuck, bro. Somebody from the government could have been doing this exact same thing this fucking independent journalist is doing. You know what I'm saying?
These must have been enormous. To rent offices purely to achieve compliance on paper for the labor condition applications they needed for their H-1B armies.
6 in-office
Hi,
LCAs.
if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
There should be 6 LCAs in that office.
And then I finally found another Indian whose story painted an even bleaker vision of the future.
How many H-1Bs do we have in office today?
Right now we don't have anybody.
We don't have any?
Actually closing the company.
You're closing the company?
Yes.
Okay, so you have the LCAs on the wile here.
Yes.
You guys are going out of business?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear.
So
Okay.
basically this is what happened, right? So
Yeah.
basically we were in the business for almost 10 years.
Okay.
We filed all the H1s, but later on, like because of this AI and everything,
Yeah.
so we kind of, wrapping it up, everything, and then it's kind of, closing off.
His entire H-1B staffing company imported from India was now obsolete as AI became increasingly advanced. As Americans were replaced by Indians, the Indians were beginning to be replaced by AI.
There is this misconception that all the H1 guys are like they are taking the jobs.
Yeah.
The thing what I wanted to explain is that these are not full-time jobs, right? So they are on a specialized skills. Only then they have those jobs and get it.
Cap.
But if you ask me, is there an abuse? Probably I would say yes. But then if you take the percentage of it, might be very less. And definitely what I would say is probably USCS investigating all the things they have to do, all the paperwork and everything good.
Countless offices were husks of their former selves. Perhaps the IT gold rush was over.
Adding a teen driver to your car insurance can send your rate through the sunroof. But at Lemonade, we choose not to freak out when we see a driver under the age of 25.
Worksite inspection with signs still on the wall.
Stop the cap.
Paperwork on file led us on a wild goose chase to the back room.
Not a single piece of furniture here. The sign on the door, empty room, empty everything. Do the lights even work? Are they paying electricity? They are. We'll confirm at the front desk if anyone's renting this out. How are you doing? We're conducting a worksite inspection for Anand Pag Inc. Are they paying rent currently with you guys?
They moved out like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Each ghost office left us with even more questions than we had initially. Where was USCIS verifying that these work sites were in fact legit and that these H-1B Indians weren't locked up in a basement somewhere being forced to code C++?
52 LCAs, 3 companies, 1 suite.
And nobody's going to be there.
Hi there. Is Synaptic and Cohash still in Suite 100?
Yes, they are.
Okay, is it a shared office?
Yes, it is.
A shared but empty office. Why rent out your own entire office when you could share one with several other companies? This was even more cost effective.
Hello, worksite inspection.
How much of the commercial real estate economy is propped up by companies like these renting out units to have a worksite on paper for their H-1B employees that are nowhere to be found?
Worksite inspection. Worksite inspection. This country is all an illusion. No one's around. So they should have 4 people working on site. Do we have anyone here today? No one? Okay. So you pay them $20 a month to get an office space in the ether, maybe a mailbox. So you have paper compliance. But where are these people working? In the digital mailbox? In the cyberspace? Where are these Indians? This country is a joke, and you're living in it, and you're paying for it. Look at this, fully empty. Move right here. We have Sapnex LLC. 3 companies are registered to this location. Looks to be a completely empty office, nothing in there. Take a look. Emptiness is all I can see. We have 4 H-1Bs. And guess who comes back? Shand Parvathaneni, our same attorney, is the recurring thread. He's threaded into many of these companies in different locations all across the DFW area. Could it be a coincidence? Very well could be. He could just be the guy, the attorney, the Better Call Saul of LCAs.
So I called Shand Parvathaneni, an Indian immigration attorney who files LCAs and H-1B petitions on behalf of countless companies with ghost offices that I visited throughout this video. Could he perhaps explain what was going on here? But real quick, Patreon banned me for noticing too much, so now you can support our work at tylerraw.com to get access to videos we can't upload on YouTube, exclusive bonus content, and early access to all of these videos before they go up on YouTube for as low as $5 a month. Go check it out at tylerraw.com. Thanks for your support, and back to the video.
I just want to ask you a few questions. I know I keep seeing your name pop up.
Sure. And like I said, I want you to ask anything and everything because this program has a problem. You want the best for this country, I want the best for this country.
Listen, we've gone through the LCAs. I see your name pop up, over 20,000 times from 2020 through the end of 2025. Yeah, and you're saying the burden to update all this information is on behalf of the employer to then update you, who then complies with the paperwork and gets it all handled, right? Is that?
That is correct. And number of times we see a lot of companies don't do it, which means they're not complying.
Sure.
And my responsibility is not to go, I keep on educating them, but if they don't do it, there's a site visit and the employee is not working where they're supposed to. Any non-immigrant person in this country, anybody, they have to let USCIS know where they live. It's a mandatory responsibility. The government has access to the systems. So when you talk about fraud, the fraud is not fraud that I know. Somebody's benched. That is where things start going haywire. The company doesn't start paying them. The employee is not working. And that is where it starts, not at the time of filing, because at the time of filing it is very easy.
Come on, Sean, let's not be silly. But also, you could file a bunk LCA filing, right? And just put as many of those out there.
What good it would do to somebody to be obligated to say, hey, I want to pay somebody $100,000 and $30,000 in taxes? You just tell me.
Let's say you get money and you get a lot of it and you don't have a moral background.
No, we don't get a lot of it.
Oh, come on. I know you're killing it. That's great.
No.
USA,
No.
awesome,
I'll tell you one thing. It's a law firm. There are other attorneys working, and that is where the problem is. And then the fees is one of the lowest in the industries.
Come on, I know what lawyers make. Come on.
For a different perspective, I want to show you an office in Plano of one of the largest IT staffing companies on earth, Tata Consultancy. Companies like Tata built the blueprints for these rink-a-dink mom-and-pop staffing companies with ghost offices we've been visiting. But the difference is they have real offices and real H-1B Indians doing work in the places they say they are at a massive scale. What they proved to corporate America is that they could outsource IT work to an Indian firm like theirs, get the job done with H-1B workers at a fraction of the cost of directly hiring Americans, and they could hold their H-1B Indian Army captive due to their visa being tied to them. Ultimately, companies like Tata are at the forefront of the replacement of skilled American laborers in exchange for cheaper, interchangeable, and captive H-1B Indians. For example, in 2015, the last job of IT workers for Disney World Orlando was to train their H-1B replacements in 90 days that had been brought over by Cognizant. If these employees didn't train their new replacements, they were not eligible for bonuses or their severance packages. In fact, big outsourcing firms like Tata rarely even bother to sponsor green cards and often just import a new wave of H-1B Indians to replace the previous one once their visa expires. I pulled up to one of these outsourcing firms' offices in Plano just to see the H-1B Indian spawner hole in the flesh.
You think you're fine after a car accident until this happens. Most people don't realize that even accidents that seem minor can financially destroy you when the real costs hit weeks later.
Hi. We're here to verify that 12 of the LCAs filed on behalf of 12 H-1B employees are on site and they have the paperwork on the wall.
Okay, let me get someone.
Excuse me, do you work on behalf of Tata? Yeah. Are you H-1B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, man. This dude here is relentless.
This place was teeming with Indians whose sole job was to replace you lazy Americans watching this video.
Hi, my name's Tyler.
Well, do you have an appointment or pre-approved?
No appointment needed. Thanks so much. What is your name? Are you the manager?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have a right to know things, right? That's the reason I'm asking you.
Sure. Have a great day.
Keep in mind, these H-1B employees are on non-immigrant work visas. They are temporary guests.
Don't shoot us, please.
Okay, no worries.
No, what is this for?
We're conducting a worksite inspection. Here to verify a few things. We'll be out of the office.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
And pursuant to 20 CFR section 655.760, any member of the public can demand the public access file, and failure to make this information available within 1 working day is a violation.
Brief worksite inspection. We're not trying to cause any trouble.
Imagine if you came to another country on a temporary visa and started smacking people's cameras. Give me a break.
Do you work here?
Yes, I will.
Okay, what's your name? We just want to see if the LCAs that have been filed for the H-1Bs here are publicly visible to the employees here. They should be on the wall.
If you were USCIS, if you're an agent, if you were government, we'd absolutely let you in. You're not, so we're not going to allow that.
As per 20 CFR 655, H-1B labor condition application regulations, and 8 USC 1182N, you guys need to show the paperwork.
We would, to a government agency.
That's not what the law says.
Okay, you can take that up with our immigration office.
We will, yeah.
In Rockville, Maryland.
Sure. You're not going to show it?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, thanks for popping your head out. You are not in compliance. We appreciate your time.
6010 West Spring Creek Parkway, 4 IT staffing companies, 95 total LCAs, 38 H-1B conversion.
God damn, man, they running it up. They running up a bag.
There is no one home. Hi. Doing good. Ever seen anyone come in here? There should be 18 people working.
See what I'm saying? If they're all under one, if they're all like umbrella companies, right? All under one thing, bro, you could finesse so many different companies, bro. U.S. companies, man, that hire the same.
Get out of here.
This is our virtual office. There's 5 of us, but we can work from home.
This doesn't even have enough room for 5 people, much less 18.
Worksite inspection. We have a building permit signage here indicating this place.
Just think about it. I could say we're in India, but we really just used a visa to live here without having to worry about coming into an office or ever seeing nobody personally. Man, that's the game right there. Boy, that's the sauce.
Has been under renovation or construction since March 6, 2025. Where have the employees gone to work the last year? According to what I'm seeing here, there should be 34 people working on site.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for No one is available to take your call.
And the difference between what a real H-1B worksite should look like compared to all of these ghost offices or seemingly staged worksites was immediately apparent.
Hey, are you Siusa? Siusa Inc.? Sousa?
Yes.
How many people are on site right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where are you from, by the way?
From Germany.
Germany, okay. We do need to see those LCAs, though, and then we're out of your hair.
Idris, I can forward this email document to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll write down. I mean, listen, hear me out. I know you have attorney-client privilege. Just be real with me, though. You meet these guys, they talk to you. How often do you think you're signing off on fraud?
0.
Now that you've
Zero.
seen some of these
If
offices
I know,
that
we stop.
people have knocked on the doors, the empty offices. Lights off, no one home. 3 p.m. The complete shell offices with ghost employees. No one can find where they work. You really think it's 0?
If you say that is there fraud that is found after the fact, yes.
There should be 3 people for Widespan LLC on site. There should be 1 person on site for Upward Innovations LLC. There should be 2 people on site for NK Technolabs.
There's like hardly anybody here today.
I'll tell you what USCIS does. USCIS will come back and say, hey, we went to an address. This employee does not work over there. What exactly is going on? We want to revoke your H-1B. And then I go back to the employer. Hey, this is what USCIS has found. Now there's a problem. Do you have, what exactly happened? Because you have to find out. Does it always mean there is fraud? No, because I'll tell you an example where it might not be fraud. A guy is working in Verizon, for example, in Dallas as a software developer, 6 months contract, and they reassign him to another project for, say, Dr. Pepper, again in Dallas. If somebody is still working, still getting paid the same salary, still in the same role, you can change the work site. That is not a material change.
You would have
so
to
when you get an
amend the
RFP, you
LCA,
talk.
right?
No, not it is not a material change. But if it is Dallas to Dallas, it is not a material change. Just a different work site in the same city.
UCSIS would need to verify the work site exists, the person exists, they're in the country, they're at the place they've stated they should be. How would that not be a problem?
So USCIS have rules. If it is a different metropolitan statistical area, it is a material change. Instead of working in Dallas, somebody moved to Austin, that is a material change.
UCSIS should be able to point at and say the guy works here, right?
Oh yes, and sometimes the work site changes. This third party consulting the work site could keep changing, because
That's
in this
crazy.
case the same LCA. Yeah, and that is a problem, and that is what I'm saying. And this is what people.
Complete lack of transparency.
And that
That's
is where,
wild to me. That's mind-blowing, actually. What Chand revealed to me is that employers have 0 legal obligation to amend the LCA if the H-1B employee is working within the same metropolitan statistical area. This Dallas-Fort Worth-Arlington Metroplex encompasses 13 North Texas counties, 9,286 square miles, with more than 200 incorporated cities and towns. So, an IT staffing company like the ones we've seen can file an LCA listing at a ghost office in Frisco and then...
Right on that product, man. He's running it up. He's living the American dream. He getting to it, trust me.
freely move that H-1B worker to a client site in downtown Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth, Plano, Irving, McKinney, Denton, or any of the 200 plus cities and towns across 13 counties without ever filing a new LCA or amending the H-1B petition. So, on a day-to-day basis, USCIS does not know where the employee works, the DOL doesn't know, the client is not required to report anything to anyone, and the system, by design, is blind as to where this H-1B employee actually works, allowing plenty of room for things like underpayment, misrepresented job duties, and proxy work from India going unnoticed.
The contract is what shows there is availability of work. The problem with fraud, the contract is for 6 months. Everything goes good. Then what? Is somebody on the bench? That is fraud. Is the employer not paying the employee? That is fraud. That is where there is a big problem with H-1B. That is where all the fraud starts. And like you said, hey, this company that...
Man, you know what's want to be even more savage is if, say for instance, you get somebody, right, you pay him, he's on one of those visas, right? I'm in fucking, what's that shit called, Hyderabad? I'm in Hyderabad, but I've been studying to be an engineer and I know English, right? I could pay him to set up a Raspberry Pi or set up some kind of like, you know, just a dummy box or some shit I can use for a VPN. And then I can, apply to American companies and tell the motherfuckers I'm in Dallas. Whole while I'm on VPN. And, I can finesse. I ain't even got to leave India. I can just work from, wherever I'm at through the VPN. Hey, bro, they got so many methods they can use. Man, this is sauce.
doesn't exist, no. When we call, there's no company. For example, on the day they filed, no, the company was there. Otherwise, because USCIS has their own big check, they will catch it in 1 minute if the company doesn't exist. So I don't think the fraud is at that point. The fraud, maybe 6 months, 1 year when the project is over, the company is not paying this guy this salary, and this employee is not getting paid, the guy is getting benched. That is where all the fraud starts. And now, like you said, clearly, how do you detect that fraud? In my opinion, the government has access to the databases. Click up a button.
While listening to Chand, it's clear the system, by design, demands little to no real transparency and heavily relies on the employer operating in good faith. Clearly, USCIS was not inspecting all of these work sites to verify their legitimacy.
Why the fuck would the employer say anything when they're probably paying overall a fraction of the cost? Say, for instance, if they get one guy, he's making like $130,000. Another manager's making like $200,000, but all of the other employees, for the IT sector are making like 35, 40, 60. They save a lot of money versus having to pay everybody, from all of those departments, 80,000 and up, right? It's a cost saving. So I get it. Gang.
Begging the question, where are these Indians?
I feel like I'm in a library right now.
Icon IT Solutions, here you are.
For the first time in modern history, college student grad.
We have 13 LCAs.
Open up, goddammit.
Okay, next.
Beyond. Hello, is this ESK? Okay, hi, my name's Tyler.
Hey, man.
Good to meet you. What do you guys do?
It's a software development.
Okay, where do you guys put your LCAs, your H1Bs?
H1Bs?
Yes.
Like H1B guy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Eyes on ice?
No. We're just doing a little video.
Oh, okay. H1B guy.
I got nervous as a mother. That shit ain't funny, man. That's not funny scaring people like that, man. But that shit just it is kind of hilarious how his face looked, man. He was fucking petrified, bro. See that white man with that clipboard gang. But yeah, I don't think it's it's not good scaring people like this, man.
Guys, like these guys are.
Exactly, yes, because we keep showing up to like empty offices. You're the first office we've shown up to with human life.
Yeah, you can pick out.
We can check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Hi.
And this is my office. We don't have much H1Bs.
Yeah.
I think only three H1B.
3.
You said you know how these guys operate like a minute ago.
No. I mean, like, most of them, the offices are empty.
So tell me about that. So I want to make sure we make the difference because we've knocked on a few empty offices that appear to be like shell offices, like ghost offices.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with that term?
I'm familiar with the sale companies, but not familiar with a lot of people here because I don't talk with a lot of neighbors.
Okay, so why do some people rent out the offices but they never actually show up, never do any work?
Maybe most of them work remotely because most of the IT works are remote.
Okay.
But I don't allow actually to do the remote work. I prefer my guys to be here.
Okay, thanks again.
Thank you.
Hey, enjoy the game. See you guys.
This guy brought up a good point. What happens when our H1B prodigies are working remotely from home? I pulled up to Houston and
Man, they could finesse that shit even more by having another company just like they rent out that office right there. Cause shit, they working remote, man, bruh. See, they ain't gonna let no niggas do no shit like this, bro. I would, man.
Met up with Nick Plum, a former Amazon L7 engineer laid off by Amazon, who has been speaking out against the Indianification of America. And we began our inspection of an apartment complex with several H1B work sites listed as the apartments these Indians lived in. They're required to have a public access file available the moment an LCA is filed, and it must be accessible at the employer's work site within 1 day of filing. Let's see who has their paperwork in order.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm an office call.
Tyler. How are you?
I'm good.
Do you want to show me?
That's not an office. I'm an office call.
Okay.
Okay. We're here to review your public access files because this is a corporate work site for foreign workers. You should have your LCAs posted and your public access files available for review. Do you have those available for review?
Hi.
Hello.
Daima? Good to meet you, Tyler. You work on behalf of Cognizant?
Yes, I do.
You should have a public access file for review.
What do you mean by the public access file?
But what it includes is the LCA, your labor condition application. It includes the prevailing wage study. Whenever your job is, if you'd like to have it.
Okay. So this is my website.
What you're really seeing here is how rare USCIS compliance is, and how before remote work was common, at least you had a corporate office where the public access file could be filed and LCA notices could be posted on a wall. When the H-1B's worksite is now just this guy's apartment, all of this info becomes harder to verify and easier to fake.
fuck is wrong with them walls, man?
While the Department of Labor doesn't have enough resources for in-person audits like these, they did create a provision to allow members of the public to demand the same info.
Golly.
The only problem is, nobody ever does. And of course, we stumbled into this engineer vibe coding in real time. Just look at this guy's screen.
By law, you should have it here physically ready for me to review.
Most of the PWD.
Bro, using fucking, bro, I'm telling you, bro. AI, man, AI. That's all I'm gonna say.
Petitions I have, right? Okay. And whatever benefits like
once companies get hip to AI.
Medical, vision, and then dental, all those medicals, whatever has been provided as part of my LCR petitions. So I do have it.
We will be reporting that we were unable to review the public access file locally.
Yeah.
So what's your job title?
My job title is senior manager. I work for a client.
Oh, getting bank. Boy, he getting bank. Man, I know that shit. I know that fucking apartment ain't worth much. I mean, it ain't costing much, man. Oh, nigga, he loaded. Bro, senior man, you see what I'm saying? Man, them high fucking titles, gang, and man, some shit like this. And then you can file, if y'all know anything about businesses, bro, you can file like for certain tax benefits for using your like having a home office and shit like that, man. And bro, fucking food and bro, all kind of shit, bro. He's running, man.
Called Marriott Hotels. So you may Marriott Hotels and Systems.
They had your client secured before your arrival into the United States?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my second client. Okay. My first client is Energy. It's an energy company.
Yeah, NRG. NRG didn't want to pay me that bag, man. They said, hey, fuck you, nigga. You worth too much, man. Well, no, we got to decline. You owe too much, black man.
Amazon is my employer.
Sure.
They have the right to hire, fire, everything.
Sure.
I'm reporting to my supervisor, Cognizant. I'm enjoying my medical benefits, 401k. Cognizant is giving me the stocks at the discount to my employees.
Doing all that stuff.
Okay. Yes, I'm enrolling it. Yes, I have a family.
I'm telling you, gang, going to the motherfucking bank. You see the difference between people like this and then, like American culture, gang? Man, this motherfucker ain't rocking no Prada. I'm sure he probably got a nice car, but I'm just saying, like, just look at his fucking living conditions, nigga. He don't need no 20 bedrooms. He don't need no, housekeeping and shit like that, bruh. Man, bro, damn near ain't even got on no socks, gang. So you know all that shit going straight to the bank, man. Bro, for whatever he want to do with it, bro, start a business, bro, send that shit back home, whatever he want to do, he's running it the fuck up. Man.
I'm using medical.
Yeah. Cool.
The computer that he was working on, it was like a $299 HP computer. We come in, we see ChatGPT up on the screen. He's
See what I'm saying, gang? I keep telling y'all, bro. I keep telling y'all the sauce, man. I'm doing this shit on a daily basis, bro. Man, when companies get hip, gang. Because, you know, companies are going to get hip because they all about saving money at the end of the day. Business is business, bro, in corporate America. So they're going to get hip at some point. Right? Well, I'm going to pay this motherfucker when I could just pay a subscription. All right, I pay, I don't know, $15, $20 a fucking month or some shit like that. $100 a month. You know what I'm saying? Versus, it's just coding.
He's not doing anything. I think the biggest myth that we have is this high-skilled immigration thing. Sure. I think it's a lie. I think most of the immigration that we're getting is not highly skilled. I'll try to quantify. I'd say 70% of the folks that I actually saw hired and worked around couldn't do the job. Okay. When we needed the top-tier engineer, they worked in Ireland. It's like it's just easier to hire. You know, you've got a network of people that are willing to relocate. If I'm sitting here in Texas, not paying taxes, I may not want to relocate to California. Sure. But if I'm sitting in India and I want to do anything I can in my power to get out of India, I'm willing to relocate to California, pay those taxes and the high utility bills, etc. Not classically trained in computers. I self-taught effectively, and I did that through on-the-job training. You know, like if you're a pretty smart person, which a lot of Americans are, we're not doing things that are super complex, right? Sure. Business analytics you can learn, and especially with AI now, you don't have to have years of training learning how to write SQL. You know, you can, hey Grok, help me understand how to join these tables, or write a query to do this. What we're not seeing is that shift away from a foreign reliance on labor into like adapting our new technology and understanding that these aren't critical skills anymore. They're not unique skills. Like we're not getting super geniuses.
Do you think the companies need to hire US citizens or US workers before they go about and hire somebody in H-1B?
Yes.
The current rules. Unfortunately, no. The answer is no, which is where the biggest problem is.
I see.
And that is what I want to highlight.
For every American, right? You would hope they would assess the American workforce before we start scouring overseas, right? We're seeing graduates come out of a 4-year college degree and are unable to find a job like what this guy was working. Is this guy vastly more talented than the graduate that's coming out of college? Is it just because he already has 10 years of experience? He's the go-to hire?
I mean, our college graduates are competing with a system that is built to disadvantage them, to be honest. And here's the ways, right? Like I can write a job posting and I can require 10 different tech skills. One of them may be 8 years old. It's antiquated. Sure. But by adding this antiquated requirement onto a job posting, any recent grad is not going to have that. Now I can filter them out as a technical recruiter.
Sure. And if you're not getting algorithmically filtered out of job postings on LinkedIn, you can find job postings online hiring H-1Bs only. What a racket. Hi there. How are you? Do you know where Suite 678 might be? It might not even be in here.
It's a mailbox. It's not an actual physical.
It's a mailbox. Okay, so yeah, we're just trying to confirm.
These and see if they're actual suites.
Yes.
Yeah.
678 is the first one.
Anything that's over a 200 is not going to be here.
Okay, so 534.
No.
Because they're reporting there's people working at that mailbox. Like they work inside that mailbox then. 1167.
No, these are all like literal mailboxes that I put pieces of mail in and I take packages.
324.
Anything over 200 is not going to be here.
Okay.
Yeah, and just so you're aware, they're reporting to the USCIS that there are humans working inside these mailboxes.
Well, if they can fit in a mailbox this size, then sure.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, we have our answers. There is zero level of scrutiny at play here.
Zero.
What is our economy? But what happens when an Indian comes here on an F1 visa to study with the hopes of getting an H-1B visa and eventually a green card and things don't go according to plan?
Bro, why am I gonna pay? Like, bro, this shit is the sauce, man. Got your boy in a dark room, okay.
Raj, why are you here in Texas? What's going on?
I just came for my my further studies, like masters. I'm from India. I'm coming from Mumbai. Mumbai is my home country. That's why I like this country.
Do you like USA or India more?
India more, but for my further studies, I have to come here.
And
that's gotta be fucking cap, man. Is there no colleges in Mumbai? You know, saying you have to come somewhere to study, that's a little off. It's like me saying I have to go to fucking Japan to further my studies. What kind of shit is that?
How difficult was it for you to move your whole life to the USA and come study here?
It's really challenging. When I'm coming to here, it's gonna be a long story behind that. I have to do a lot of interviews, and it's gonna depend on them if they want to give them a visa or not. It's a really big story. We have to do a lot of hard work on that. Even when we came here, we don't know where we have to leave, what is going to be happening here, nothing, we don't know.
And how old are you?
I'm just like 23. This is a country that we can just make our future, we can study and do hard work. If we work here, we can get a good jobs and everything, but from our heart, we are connected to our country. And there are lots of Indians, they are doing a lot of things to do to stay here legally.
Where do you live? Do you live?
That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. It's the bag. Chasing the money, the bag.
Live with like roommates?
Yeah, I live with my roommates. Before we are going to live, when I came here, it was like a really tough thing. Yeah. That's why in a 2-bedroom hall, we are living like 10 members.
10 people?
Yeah, to save our...
I wonder if this shit, to save our money, I bet. I wonder if this shit happens like in Canada too. Or if this shit happens in the UK. Like, I wonder if it's just the United States that's, like this type of play is running. This is a play right here. What I'm seeing, this is the game, right? The sauce.
For money.
Sure.
Yeah, it's really hard working at the time.
So how did these folks get brought here? Well, that's where I started to tie it together to what I was seeing at work. We had a major hub in Dallas. I had 2 people on my team that were hired in on H-1Bs to work in Dallas. Well, they have children, and those children get a visa called the H-4 visa. Their spouses get the H-4 visa. I don't know, maybe that like the missing point for a lot of people here is when you're on an H-4 visa and you go to high school in Texas and you graduate from high school in Texas, you were not an international student. So there's guardrails in place at places like UT to ensure that you don't have these massive demographic changes. Well, those guardrails fail when all of a sudden these folks are classified as residents. I find it very interesting, Tyler, that we have folks on H-1Bs acting as technical recruiters. The person doing the vetting.
Facts. I get called by their ass all the fucking time, gang. All the time.
Is, they're not American. They don't have that, I don't know, underlying, like...
It'd be some weird ass name, like, Demi Tech Solutions or ISO Technologies, LLC, some shit like that, bro. It always be these weird ass names.
For the home team, skin in the game.
Most people that come from, let's say, Mumbai, do they have plans of staying longer?
Most of our from my country, they just focus on like just we will get our degree and we will come back. But the thing is that they are not taking to go back to our country. Why? Because the thing is that in our country there are jobs, there are a lot of jobs, but what they pay, they are not satisfied with that pay.
So if everything goes your way, would you like to be a permanent citizen here?
It's not only my dream, everyone's dreams like that to get a green card or citizen, permanent residence in United States of America. Why? Because we already spent our 3 years here.
What do our college graduates lack? Is it tenacity and skill and intellect? Are Americans stupid, Nick?
I mean, I think we're naive, I'll be honest. I think we've operated in a high trust society for a very long time. I mean, as a father of kids, I raised them to do the right thing, to work hard, to go to school, to get the good grades. And I used to tell them, like, if you grind, you'll be fine. That we are a meritocracy. I actually am doubting that. I've changed my messaging to them.
What is the messaging now?
Well, now it's you still need to do the right thing, but you also have to understand you are competing in a system that is built structurally to disadvantage you.
How much money does it cost for you to come all the way from Mumbai to Houston, Texas?
To here, I already spent like 35, almost $40,000.
So that's a lot of money in India. How do most people afford to get here?
Everyone do like that. They have some savings in our country. Some savings like their fathers or something.
I'm telling you, gang. Proxy, VPN, bro. Like, man, I could be in fucking Zimbabwe, but if a motherfucking employer asks me shit, I'm showing up in Chattanooga, I'm showing up in Houston, I'm showing up in Fort Lauderdale, some shit like that, bro. VPN is it.
Have some goal or something there.
That's how you accumulate that much money in a reasonable amount of time. Just save it all and then fucking make that trip.
Yeah, they are struggling hard to get a degree and a job here. They are selling their homes in our country to only just to visit the United States of America. They are selling homes. They are selling their savings and everything, the gold and everything. And when they are coming here, they are not satisfied. Why? Because after all these things, the IT job market is no more. No, we are not getting good jobs and nothing like that.
Who benefits?
But you don't need the good jobs if you can finesse. So like say for instance, if I can take 40,000 from Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Oracle, Verizon, fucking T-Mobile, healthcare, NYU Health. If I can take 40,000 from all those, then I'm running it up. Right? I don't never have to go see any of those businesses. All I gotta do is run code. and I got a sauce.
It's from importing infinite labor from all over the planet.
I mean, I think there's a bunch of beneficiaries to this.
Who's winning right now?
Yeah, well, it's not the youth.
Sure.
It's not the American worker. It is big capital. These folks don't have freedom of movement. If they're let go, they have 60 days to find a new job, or they have to leave the country, or really what ends up happening is they just change status to a new visa.
Sure.
But they should leave the country.
If you can't get a job in IT, what's your plan?
The last option, if I will not get a job, like even I also find a girl on the dating places.
Many nice Indian girls?
No, not an Indian girls.
Who?
One white and one Mexican. And the white women, they are not like a greedy. Some of them like a greedy, but everyone not is greedy. But in the Mexicans, you cannot trust them.
What have you seen? What have they done to you?
One of my friend's story. So he's just thinking to what to do, and he's trying to get a jobs and a lot of things. After that, all the hard working, he's not getting a job. So he find a girl. So first my friend said, "Oh, I like you. Can I get your number or something?"
Okay.
Like this. And then they went for the dates and everything. My friend, he said to their Mexican girls, "Oh, can I ask you for the favor? It's not only my favor, it's your too. Well, because you are struggling hard, so it's really good for you too. So can we do like a marriage just to fix my papers?"
Sure.
So she said, "Yeah, okay then."
Did they get married?
Yeah, they get married, and the thing is that after they're getting married, and she said, "I have some conditions, like when she's going to sign the papers, she wants like $5,000 in her first month."
Like, well, let's look at Amazon, right? They laid off 16,000 people January.
I'm gonna finesse, but you're gonna get these papers.
February 28th, 15,000 in October. I am sure those were not only Americans. In fact, I know of at least one that wasn't an American. Now, the difference between her and I is I'm sitting here, right? I'm not worried about being deported. My visa's not gonna get lapsed. And these folks, I mean, they bought cars on 5-year notes. Their entire family will be uprooted. They may even have a kid here that's now an American by birthright citizenship. When someone has that much to lose, you can really compel them to do anything you want.
Then you see them giving up everything in order to fulfill this dream or get their kids from this status of being lower or middle class to upper middle class and beyond. They may sell the family farm for all that, right?
Back home, their families are becoming millionaires, so to speak.
Oh yeah, multimillionaires, right? They're wealthy. And so I think we just we created that gold rush.
And this is a torta? Oh, shit. Okay.
Man, I know he just said his fucking friend. If you have a photo of her, why the fuck would you have a photo of your friend's chick? Your friend's chick, chat. Alright.
And after that, she is telling, like, this is my first thing, this is my first condition, and now listen my second condition. Every month you have to pay me like on the payments, like every month $1,000. After that, in additional to, you have to pay some of my rent, some of my bills.
So it's like a real marriage now.
Yeah.
Damn, man, she hitting a fucking lick. You gotta pay her and pay all her bills? Shit, man.
But she don't want to sleep with my friend.
And she doesn't want to have sex.
Yeah, no, she don't want anything.
Oh, she just wants the money.
Just want money. Even my friend, after they got married.
Yeah.
At the time, he already gave $5,000 to her. After she receiving $5,000.
See, I could tell by the look in his eyes now. He getting hip to the game, man. How this motherfucker know all this goddamn information about his friend, bro?
She is like disappear. She's not responding. She's not receiving the calls and everything.
Dipped out on his ass. I ain't fucking this motherfucker. Just make sure you have my check, motherfucker.
Everything. She's just ignoring him. When she needs money, when she gets a time for her payments, she's calling, "Oh, where are you?" He asks for the money. Where is my payment for this month? I'm doing your work from last 2 days and you're not paying for me. When she got her money for the payments, for the first payment month, then she
She disappeared again?
She did the same thing.
She'll come back the next month for more money. And this friend, this isn't about you?
The thing,
You're not the friend, right?
I'm the person.
You
Yeah.
You are?
Don't take rocket science. Don't take rocket science, Chad. You know, how the fuck you have a photo of her? How the fuck you gonna know every intricate detail unless you're directly involved?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This happened to you.
Mm-hmm. I heard I did a lot of hard work, like 8 to 9 months to get that money, and the beach she took in 2 months.
How is it being an Indian in 2026 here in Texas?
Oh, here they are thinking like they are saying us like they are thinking, oh, Indians, you are Indians, you are not our category. You just be aside. One homeless came to my store. And he's telling me, like, he's asking me, oh, can I get the lighter? I said, okay, you have to pay for that lighter. So he's telling me like, this is my country. I'm just fed up with these things.
Really?
Yeah. From only just from 2 months, what I say.
She ruined the whole experience.
All the things, all the dreams.
Yeah.
I once talked to a guy, 27 years in the United States, not a citizen. And I'm not saying they should be citizens. I'll be real clear. I think they should have departed after 3 years, period. But they've been here, bound to their employer. That's a shit system. It doesn't benefit anybody. And then we have to think about the problems that it gives to their kids. You know, they come over here with their kid. Their kid can stay on the H4 until they're 21. They age out of the system. Now, maybe they have to move back to India where they don't have any family. There's no angle that you can take that says this H-1B is good unless you are big capital.
Yeah.
There's not.
GDP goes up.
GDP goes up.
And I read today that there is 104 million people that are not employed or seeking employment in the United States right now. It's a lot of people. Like, are we in too deep?
We probably are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the depressing thing.
I think we need to pause all H-1Bs.
Moratorium.
You have to look at illegal immigration versus legal immigration.
Sure.
And right now, I think the nation, by the mandate that was given to Trump in the House in Congress when we, was 2024, it showed that we had the appetite. We wanted mass deportations. We wanted to, end illegal immigration. But now here we are, a couple years into it. You hear the messaging changing away from mass deportations to only criminals. The reason I bring that up is if you don't have the appetite to handle illegal immigration correctly or, authoritatively, you're not going to have the appetite to do what needs to happen to put the genie back in the bottle for the legal aspect. Yeah. Any of those guys that are simping for the Indians or the immigration lawyers, f*** you. This is America. This is my nation. This is my kids' inheritance.
What's going on?
The system is broken and we need to fix it.
In my exit interview, they go, hey, we're replacing you guys. We're getting rid of the whole team and we're replacing you guys with Indians. Yeah, I swear to God. I looked them dead in the eye and go, you guys know I'm Indian, right? Like, no, you don't get it. We're getting rid of you. We're moving the job to India to be done by Indians from India who live there, who will do it cheaper. And in that moment, I turned into every one of your fathers. I was like, these goddamn Indians are taking our jobs.
You can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent.
We have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn.